right, welcome everybody. We got a small crowd out there tonight, but it's too cold. Everybody wants to stay home, I guess. As this is our business meeting, at our business meeting every month, we honor a resident of the month. So I'll ask Chelsea to come on. You can stay there with your kids for a minute while I talk about how wonderful they are. So this month's honoree is Chelsea Formicella. Yeah. All right. For our resident of the month, Chelsea resides happily in Malta with her husband Ethan and their two children, their two beautiful daughters, Juniper and Dahlia, who are both here tonight. They love their Little Forest neighborhood since 2019. She's a freelance artist with a passion for colorful murals and customized art. When she's not parenting and painting, she spends much of her time reading, crafting, and hosting DIY workshops in the community. She really enjoys bringing community together through art and it brings everyone involved so much joy every time, which is why she volunteered to design and help paint a mural at the Malta Community Center. It was an amazing experience. She spent all day the day before drawing the mural on the big wall. It's a big wall that had nothing of interest on it. And then the community members all signed up for a particular slot. So you'll see later in some of the pictures that there were a lot of people. So everybody was 2-hour blocks. So many community members came together and painted the mural, and it turned out fantastic. It was a fun day, and it brought together community and art. So these photos, the first slide you see here, you can see the teddy bear picnic she hosted last summer with 2 other locally mom-owned businesses, Fit for Me and Play Hollow. And they had free crafts, kids activities, collected books for the Saratoga Literacy League. She also pictures a mural she donated for the silent auction for the Boston Area Community Center. So the next slide shows our mural, and that's the completed mural. And you can see all around all of the people that helped to participate in putting it together. I mean, I can't say how much it was such a fun day. Everything worked out great. She had to come back and finish it up a little bit earlier today, but it didn't take too long. No, it didn't. So residents were able to purchase blocks of time to help paint sections of the wall, and it became truly a part of history in Malta. Make sure you stop by and check it out, because it really is amazing. So thank you so much, Chelsea, for donating your time and your talent to put a little art back into our lives. She also has her own business, which is reimaginedflair.com. So if you and your family want to come up, and the board will come down and we'll all take a picture. Hi, Jennifer. That's awesome. I see that.
Congratulations.
The pictures really don't do it justice.
Thank you so much. That was fantastic.
All right, well, everybody got sat back down. Now you got to stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. Oh. Next, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes from our January 26th meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Next up on the agenda is, are there any comments from town residents?
Hi, my name is Dan Cornell. I'm the Maple Forest HOA president. I was here last week. I just want to reiterate, thank you so much for consideration for the light on the corner of Maple Forest Drive and Longkill Road. I think it'll really improve the safety. And I just noticed this last week when I was driving, a bunch of deer were going across that area too. It was
Oh,
very
yeah.
dark. So, but anyway, I want to thank again for all your work on this. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think it'll make a big difference. It's weird that that stretch of road just has no houses on the road either, where every place else seems to. So, Susan?
My name is Susan Nuttall. I live in Luther Forest. Before I read this real quick, I just want to say that I know it's very early for us to have had any response from the state police regarding the information that, was transpired during that meeting. But I'd still just like to read this to put it on public record. It's very brief.
Of course.
I'm requesting a brief status update regarding the New York State Police Communications Tower. Specifically, has there been any response from the New York State Police or OGS to the town's offer of town-owned property for siting the tower, or to the other alternative location or plan? We don't really know what that was, except you. Discussed at the January 14th meeting between yourself, Assemblywoman Carrie Warner, and the state police. To date, we haven't received any updates, which leaves us without any clarity as to where this project currently stands in the secret, I don't even know if I say that right, secret
Secret, yeah.
SEQR
You're good.
process. There's concern that if the state police rejects both of those alternative locations while continuing their secret review for the original barrack sites on Dunning Street, the public may not have sufficient time or opportunity to provide meaningful input. For the public record, I respectfully request clarification on the status of these alternatives and how public participation will be ensured going forward. Thank you.
And I still don't actually have any specific information that I can share yet, but I am very optimistic that there will be a solution that will make everybody happy. So I should know more in a week or so. Any other comments from the public? You'll have another opportunity at the end of the meeting. We have another public comment period. And now it's comments from the town board. I have just one brief thing. On February 9th, next Monday, we will be having a special meeting to review the proposed 2354 Route 9 PDD. I don't know, it's a project that's kind of been in our wheelhouse for probably a year now, actually. We've had several meetings. It's gone to the planning board. Now it's coming back to us for a final look at. We also tonight I had planned to act on 2 resolutions to set 2 public hearings for February 23rd. They're not quite ready actually yet, so at our meeting next week, we will have those 2 resolutions hopefully to act on to set public hearings. The first is to review the local law adopting the rezoning that we've been working on for the past year. We've been working on rezoning to update our zoning to put it in compliance with our 2023 adopted comprehensive plan. The second one, on the advice of our attorney, is that we should set a public hearing to extend the moratorium. As you know, we've been in a moratorium now for 10 months, I think, or we will have been by the beginning of March. And our town attorney is recommending that we also have a public hearing there for that. If we, in case we need to extend the moratorium actually expires on the date of our next meeting. And so just to have that in our back pockets, I am really hoping that we don't need to extend the moratorium, that we'll be able to we'll be able to adopt the legislation at that meeting on March 2nd, and then the moratorium will just expire. We are also planning to hold a public information session available to the public on February 19th. That's in advance of the public hearing, so the public can come, ask questions. We'll have charts and maps and a brief description about what the changes are, and you know, we want the public involvement, so please come and ask your questions. I think that's all I have. Anybody else?
Yes, I got something. Beginning the third week of February, I'll have a workshop at the courthouse to address the legal and unlawful matters that several town boards have not adequately have considered. Any residents, employees, town board members are cordially invited to attend. For further info on it, call me or email for the exact time that hasn't been set up yet. And it's going to be very action-packed, goal-driven. So, thank you.
Anyone have anything else? We'll move on then to tonight's action items, and we have several. The first one is, we have an Armed Forces Parade every year on May 9th. So this first resolution is to authorize the New York State Department of Transportation to, we'll have a permit request to close Route 9 for Armed Forces Parade on May 9th.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Just a brief statement. I'm all in favor for this, but because I work for the DOT, I won't recuse myself, but I will be abstaining from the vote, just for context for everybody.
Anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And we'll note one abstention. The next is to approve the name of the town park located at Route 149, Route 9P, that's the former Mangino's Restaurant. The committee is recommending the name be Observation Point at Mangino's. And that has been approved by the Mangino family also.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, every year, we hire a bunch of staff to take care of our summer camps. So they're camp counselors and head counselors. And so we're going to establish the summer pay rates. Those are in the resolution, so I won't read them all. And authorize our Parks and Rec Department to hire such staff as they need fit.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? As we discussed last week, my resolutions are, this one is going to need a little bit amendment to approve the appointment of a deputy receiver of taxes. The resolution has her name is Nancy Federa. She has changed her name, so I will, first, what do we do? Motion to second this and then modify it?
Correct.
Yeah, you want a motion to amend the resolution, first and second on that.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion to amend this resolution so that the name will be Nancy DeLeonardis, DeLeonardis.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I will I'll entertain a motion then to, for the amended resolution to appoint Nancy DeLeonardis as a part-time deputy tax receiver.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next is to approve the engagement of Mengel Metzger Bar and Company LLP for our town auditors. As I mentioned last week, our auditor, who has been our auditor for many, many years, is retiring. The nerve of him. So this is the recommendation of our comptroller to hire this firm to do our annual audit.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have a justice who would like to attend the New York State Association of Towns Annual Training in New York City. And so I'll entertain a motion to authorize his attendance.
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We neglected to appoint our grants committee at our organizational meeting. They've been busy working. So this resolution appoints Rick Hanley and Jennifer Holmes as our grants committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
We also did not, because we weren't sure who was going to be on at our organizational meeting, we didn't appoint a committee to approve the Volunteer Firefighters Length of Service Award Program Committee. We want to review that this year, so we, this resolution appoints a board or a committee to do so.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The last, we had a resident here that talked about, it's to authorize me to submit an application to New York State Gas and Electric for the installation of a street light at the corner of Long Hill and Maple Forest Drive. The program with NYSEG is to, they will actually install the light at no cost to the town, and we just have to pay the power bill.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
The last resolution is the Planning Department. Planning has found we've been missing actually a part-time fire marshal. And so they have found someone they want to hire, Eric Martin, as a part-time fire marshal.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, well, that ends our business. Last is additional comments from the residents. Anybody? I will then entertain a motion to go into attorney-client privilege to discuss a matter that has possible litigation attached to it.
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
First I will ask Joe Lanero to join us in the executive session and to say that we will not come back and take any action on anything else. So you're all free to leave, except for Joe. Thanks, everybody.